Okay, so we're talking delicious weight loss. Like, actually delicious.
Yeah. None of that flavorless diet food.
We're talking recipes that understand you want to enjoy your food. And this source we're diving into today, full of them. Think grilled chicken, zesty avocado, but zucchini noodles even.
Even chia pudding that could pass for dessert.
And they don't just throw recipes at
Right. They get it. They break down the why these recipes work,
Yeah.
sustainable change. It all starts in the kitchen.
Totally. Okay, so let's jump right in. This grilled chicken salad, the avocado lime dressing already has me intrigued.
Yeah.
This is not your average bottled ranch situation.
Not even close. So this recipe, I think it's a perfect example of how, healthy fats can actually be strategic and delicious. So instead of just like one type of oil in the dressing, they're using avocado oil, A&D olive oil.
Okay, I get the layering of flavor, but is there like a method to the healthy fat madness?
Absolutely. Avocado oil is amazing for higher heat cooking because of its smoke point. Olive oil, on the other hand, brings those like distinct Mediterranean flavors and antioxidants.
Oh, interesting. Using both, you get a more balanced fat profile and a flavor punch.
So strategic. So much thought goes into every little thing. Another thing that this recipe really emphasizes grilling the chicken. What's the advantage there over, say, baking or pan frying?
Well, with grilling, you get those beautiful sear marks.
Flavor.
Exactly, flavor. Plus, it allows excess fat to drip away while you're cooking, so it's a leaner cooking method overall. And the recipe even suggests using a grill pan if you don't have access to an outdoor grill.
Okay, I love that. Accessible. Now, zucchini noodles. This one always makes me a little nervous. How do we avoid the dreaded soggy noodle syndrome?
The million-dollar question with zoodles, right?
Right.
This recipe, they're smart about it. They use a quick saute method. So you cook those noodles just until they're tender crisp. You don't want to go too soft.
It's like finding that sweet spot, right? Cooked, but still got some bite to it. I also noticed this recipe uses ground turkey for the meatballs.
Yeah.
Is that a flavor thing or more about like the nutrition? It's a little of both, honestly. Like ground turkey, naturally leaner than beef, right?
Right.
Which helps us with those weight loss goals. But this recipe, it actually recommends using both dark and white meat turkey.
Okay. What is that?
Best of both worlds, flavor A&D moisture. You don't want to dry out those meatballs.
For sure. Speaking of flavor, the marinara in this recipe, it's described as rich and flavorful. What's their secret?
They use good quality canned tomatoes, like San Marzano tomatoes.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of those.
They're known for being sweeter, less acidic.
Yeah.
And they also recommend a nice long simmer time for the sauce. Let those flavors really meld together.
It's all about that slow and low sometimes.
Ah.
Okay, last but not least, chia pudding.
Yes.
This one always feels like magic to me. You mix a few things up, stick it in the fridge, and boom, breakfast.
Yeah.
What is the science behind this simple but satisfying recipe?
Chia seeds, they're the stars of the show.
Right.
They're tiny but mighty. They can absorb a ton of liquid, and they form this gel. That's what gives the pudding its texture.
So it's not just about sprinkling them on smoothies for a little crunch then?
Nope, not at all. That absorption is key. Because when those chia seeds soak up the liquid, they expand in your stomach. So you feel fuller for longer.
Ah, interesting.
And on top of that, they're packed with fiber, so that helps with digestion and keeps you feeling satisfied. Key for weight management.
It's like a nutritional powerhouse disguised as a breakfast treat. And I love that they say get creative with the flavors and toppings. They mention almond milk. Could you use other types of milk too?
Totally. Cow's milk, soy milk, oat milk, whatever you prefer. The recipe even mentions using Greek yogurt.
Or for extra protein.
Exactly. Creaminess, too.
So many options. So it really is about figuring out what works for you with this one.
Exactly. And honestly, that's what I love about all these recipes, this whole source, really. They give you the framework, but there's room to play.
It's not one size fits, all right?
Yeah.
It's about finding what works for you. Love that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so as we wrap up here, any final words of wisdom for our listeners as they embark on their delicious weight loss journey?
I think if there's one thing to remember, it's that healthy eating, it shouldn't mean missing out on flavor.
Yeah.
It's not about deprivation. These recipes, they're proof that you can actually enjoy the food you eat. A&D, make choices that support your goals.
Totally. And sometimes it's about really understanding, like we did today, the why behind the recipe to really get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like once you get that how and that why, it's empowering. It helps you make those informed choices and even get creative in the kitchen yourself.
Exactly. So don't be afraid to play around with different flavors, adapt these recipes to what you like, and most importantly, enjoy it. It's about nourishing your body with good food.
And remember, it's a journey. There'll be ups and downs, but if you focus on those sustainable changes, those things you can stick with, and find the joy in the process, you got this.
I love that. And so to our listener, happy cooking. And don't forget to share your culinary creations with us. Can't wait to see what you whip up. Until next time, happy and healthy eating, everyone.